the stigmatism of someone who walks up who's filthy, who hasn't shaved, etc., automatically, oh, walk around the person. He stinks. He hasn't had a bath in months.
According to a recent report by the Department of Economic Security, nearly 28,000 adults and children experience homelessness in Arizona. That's 1 in every 235 people in the state.
I counsel on the streets. I supply foods to the impoverished. We're all the incoming homeless, the vagabonds, I call them. They go from town to town, living off whatever they can spange, which means spare change. Seem to be more and more and more new faces. Why? Because more and more and more people are giving up.
Tucson has almost a dozen food banks that offer food and small meals for individuals and families who are hungry. Trinity Presbyterian Church, located at 400 East University Boulevard, offers food at least 3 days a week.
Our mission is providing pathways out of poverty through 3 main areas, which is safe, affordable housing, workforce development, and neighborhood revitalization. Tucson has a higher than average poverty rate. It hovers around 20%. Sometimes it's a little bit lower. Our men's shelter has 100 beds. It's always full every single night, even in the summer anymore. It used to be 6-7 years ago in the summer, it might not quite be full, might only be 90 people, but it's always full, and so we're always turning men away. The men's shelter environment is pretty much a large, I hate to say warehouse, but it's a warehouse style building. We have bunk beds there, and there's a pretty good sized bathroom for them, and it's 24/7, so that we have folks who live on site upstairs and have their own very small bedrooms. But typically what they can expect in any sort of social service here in town, whether it's Primavera or another place, is meeting weekly or bi-weekly with a resource specialist, just to talk about where they're at, what their goals are over the next few months, and that resource specialist can help them navigate the system and navigate resources to get to those goals. So if it's staying clean and sober for the next 4 months or year, we'll try and get them the resources they need to do that.
Tucson currently has 8 active homeless shelters, one of which is the Primavera Men's Shelter, located on 200 East Benson Highway, which is part of the Primavera Foundation of Tucson.
Over the winter, there were a lot of people just sleeping on the sidewalk downtown, and it became kind of a huge deal until they were asked to leave in March. Those folks, whether they're transient and homeless or whether they've been in Tucson for a while and they're homeless, those people were still there before and they're still there after. It's just that they were visible downtown, and for better or for worse. I think probably for better, so we don't forget.
I've seen people get robbed. I've seen people get bullied. I've seen people try to get people addicted to drugs just so they can get their checks and that, right? Oh, come on, try it. So yeah. And I'm talking, you'll see them on the streets, the ones that kind of talk to themselves and that. You understand what I'm saying?
Really what it comes down to is we need to humble ourselves and recognize our brother in need. With that confidence in life, and something that doesn't just preach it, but proves it by doing it, there is hope. There's hope left.